So our task is laid out in front of us. 9 games to go, 3 games per episode, 3 episodes to go, and the Premier League title awaiting us at the end, right? That's the plan. Although we start with a Merseyside derby, which is not ideal. Liverpool being in 9th in the table is not ideal for Reds fans either, although a win for them could take them up to 7th. We need just a point to go back top of the Premier League. We do have a game in hand on Chelsea. Goal difference in their favour at the moment sees them above us. They have Newcastle on this particular match day, so they could drop points in their next fixture just as we could as well. I'm not sure when our game in hand is. I think it's probably that one against Fulham, isn't it? With the rest being on weekends. So we'll have Liverpool, Brighton and Southampton today. Fulham, Brentford and Tottenham tomorrow. And then on Monday, the title season finale. Arsenal, Wolves and Newcastle. Obviously, if we're able to win the title ahead of time, which is unlikely, but if we are able to do it in tomorrow's episode, then we will do so. But I think Chelsea are probably going to stay on the wagon and not fall off it quite so dramatically. I, however, could fall off the wagon, and we hope to keep both feet firmly stood on the wagon as we progress into this first game of the day. Saying thank you to Stephen Duckenfield on the board behind me, JJBK and Alfie Artel as well. Thank you for your continued support in the comment section, lads. We have ourselves, in theory, relatively simple task, although with Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal and Newcastle left to play, that simple task on paper is not going to be a simple task on grass. Even the first of the 9 is not going to be that easy, is it? But we've got Jarrad Branthwaite back, and hopefully we can get a win at Goodison Park in the Merseyside derby to give us the best possible start to this title run-in. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. And we will head straight in, actually having to make some changes for stamina. So Branthwaite won't start here. He's very tired. But Chancellor Mbemba's come in as a last-minute signing and has been very, very good. So I don't mind that at all. And actually Esposito can start up top despite being slightly fatigued. But Quinones on the right and Carey can stay on the bench for now. Right then, bring on the Reds. Liverpool line up in a 4-2-1-3. Very aggressive and attack-minded as they always are. Mamardishvili in goal. Tsimikas, Gomez, Van Dijk and Trent. Fratesi alongside Bajcetic. Szoboszlai behind Martinelli, Chiesa and Endrick at striker. They do still have Alexis Mac Allister, but he's suspended at the moment. He would be starting alongside Fratesi ordinarily. Other than that, Liverpool are at full strength. They don't have a go-to top quality left back, but Tsimikas is certainly good enough to do a job out there. The rest of the side is very, very good. My first time ever playing against Endrick on any sort of FC game. And his first pass is to an offside Tsimikas, so hopefully that's something that continues. Ferguson out to De Kuyper. Richarlison is the man down the line, and Trent has not positioned himself very well there. And will whip an early ball looking for Dovbyk. Trying to challenge with Joe Gomez to nod that down for his strike partner, which he wasn't able to do. And now here come Liverpool on a counter-attack. Martinelli is always dangerous, whether he's playing in red and white of Arsenal or red and white of Liverpool. It was Christian Pulisic, of course, last time we played against Liverpool that scored a hat-trick against us in a truly remarkable win for us at Anfield by 4-3 in the end. I certainly like things to be a bit more straightforward this time, but evidently Liverpool are the side that are the more likely of scoring the opening goal of the game, judging by the balance of play to this point. I think he might have been offside there, Martinelli, and indeed he was. Liverpool making some good runs, but they're not necessarily runs that are going to be usable if... Alright, Gabby Martinelli, you've never put in a tackle like that in your life. Not really usable runs if they're going to be offside every time, are they? Chiesa's done really well. And wins it back. Endrick, slightly unnecessary. Szoboszlai's touch is slightly shite. Bajcetic. Oh, he's on his own here. Ramsdale with a great save, but what the marking is like in the middle there is ludicrous. Absolutely comical defending from, or comical marking from the Everton men there. That was just unbelievably poor. How can he... What's he doing, Richarlison? Good. Okay, gameplay is really good this year, isn't it? Everything about this whole highlight has been absolutely superb. Esposito to Dovbyk. Dovbyk's strike is blocked well But apparently that's a goal kick. Okay, good. Yeah, this is really good, isn't it? It's going to fall here for Jimmy Garner, though. Deflected off Gomez. It's fine. See if we can get something from the corner. Garner in. Ibanez up. Good save by Mamadishvili. Roger Ibanez has the potential to score so many goals from set pieces, and he's been particularly unlucky on a number of occasions in recent games not to have gotten that goal. Ferguson looking for Richarlison, who would have been onside, I think, because of the fullback on this near side. Oh, it's our turn to try and cut them apart at the minute. We're certainly the side that are having the better of the play in the last 15 in-game minutes. But Mamadishvili's equal to everything we've thrown at him so far, as has Ramsdale been, the other end of the pitch. Oh, it's nice. Chiesa. It's 1-0 Liverpool. Ah! Nothing that the goalkeeper could do about that one. That was just particularly well placed. Off the far post. Liverpool lead at Goodison Park. Ferguson. Lovely ball to Richarlison. It's not that inside there to Ferguson again, who's going to get away. And Fresneda. And Quinones is in a good spot. Haven't really found a dangerous enough cross yet, though, to really threaten. That's a lovely ball into Ferguson. And Dovbik's, trying to get in behind here. Is that a free kick? I think so. It is. It's Esposito territory. Come on, Sebastiano, please. You've come very close of late, but I keep hitting it against the bloody wall. Now is the time to get it over the wall and in the net. Side netting only. Oh, his free kicks are so good. But I've just lost the knack of getting them in. And I need to get that back again. Oh, lovely ball into Chiesa. You knew the heavy touch and the run was coming. And the footwork from Hendricks. Really, really, really good. Liverpool putting big nails in our title hope coffin. I'm just going to look to use that pace. Hope that Dovbik positions himself well enough, which he didn't really do. Ferguson's in there. Turn is good. And there's a certain Dutchman stood in the way. Esposito. Dovbik. Oh, Simikas takes it away as Dovbik was about to pull the trigger on his right foot to find a goal back for us to really set up a stellar second half. As it stands, hopefully it still is a stellar second half, but it hasn't started with the goal that we really ideally would have needed. Hendrick to Chiesa. From range, Chiesa forces the save. Could have been 2-1, could have been 3-0. Szoboszlai will deliver the ball from the far side. And it's cleared well. There's lots of space on that far side. Poke that through the gap, please, Artem. Never mind. Mamadishvili with the save. I got fortuitous that it came back to me, but we didn't make the most of it because the goal didn't come. But Richarlison's up. He's not been able to get it. That's not a pass back. It just kind of bounced off Hendrick rather than it being a purposeful, decisive decision to knock it back to his keeper. Although, to be fair, I think it came off his chest, so the keeper would have been within his rights to pick it up anyway. Szoboszlai. Can't quite get there with Mbemba. This is ebbing away from us now. Chiesa in behind. 25 minutes to go. It's still 2-0 to Liverpool. And if they add a third, we really are done. It took a last-minute winner for us last time. I'd settle for a last-minute equaliser this time, really. But we haven't even gotten one thus far, let alone two. Hendrick. Chiesa. Szoboszlai. Martinelli. Hendrick again. Good save. I'm not going to get anything from this. Liverpool just keep coming at me again and again and again. I've made some changes to try and change things. And NDI has gotten stuck in immediately. But it's just not going to be my day. Not this time. There are 8 other times where it can be our day, though. We, again, continually hope that Liverpool have dropped points. Sorry, not Liverpool. Chelsea have dropped points against Newcastle elsewhere. We just can't get it away, though. The press, there's too many red shirts around. Was Martinelli onside? I think so in the end. Well, he's got to bury it, Chiesa. There's no excuse for not doing so. Saving that extra goal difference. Genuinely. Oh, my God. Genuinely might be what helps us avoid losing the title at the end of the season. But, jeez Louise. Oh, jeez. That sums up our day, doesn't it? Pepelu kicking the ball straight off the pitch. 2-0 to Liverpool. They get payback for our win at Anfield. And in the process... Oh, Chelsea lost to West Ham. Yes! Okay, we've gotten away with one. We really genuinely have gotten away with one. Time to go and batter Brighton, hopefully. Brighton with a 4-2-3-1. Owusu Aduro in goal. Esler, Van Hecke, Diamande and Garcia. Alder and Webster. Pajal, Ruter and Minter with Moise Keane up top. Former Everton player, of course. Full strength now with everybody back from injury that was back from injury and everybody fit again that was unfit. So we really don't have any excuses for not getting the win against Brighton. They are 6th in the table, so they're having a good year, but our side is categorically better than them in every position, in every way. So, this has to be a dub. No excuse. We want to win the title. Games like this at home have to be dubs. And they should be, because Everton lead by a goal to nil in the 5th minute, thanks to Mr. Dovbyk. The defender just couldn't cope with the pace, tried desperately to get there, failed in doing so, and Dovbyk destroyed again. That's a good start. Minter. Oh, God, he's quick off the mark, isn't he? Ferguson's trying his best. Oh, and Lewis, get a toe in, mate. Never mind. Oh, my Lord. And it's still bobbled free. Okay, Moise Keane. Blocked. Forced to push out. Ruter. Oh, changes foot. Lovely. Good. Excellent from Brighton. Moise Keane doesn't celebrate too much against his former team. Just goes and gets the ball to take it back to the centre spot. It's the change of footwork from Ruter that's done me there. Expecting him to shoot on his left. He doesn't. Switches from left to right and then plays the pass. It caught me out against Liverpool with Hendrick's goal. And it's caught me out here against Brighton with their first goal of the day. Hopefully only goal of the day. So we now need to go and score a second to get the victory here. All right, Pajal. Chill, mate. And Richarlison and Ferguson. Come on. This is building kind of well. Just looking for Dovbyk, spin the man. Artem's in. Artem scores again. It's what he does. It's just what he does. Nice. That's my celebration from the player career mode. We lead again. And this time, I'm certain I'm not going to give it away again. I thought the defender might have gotten a block on that. He, again, just couldn't quite get there. We'll take it. Well in, Ferguson. Richarlison quickly to Esposito, looking to thread Dovbyk in. It'd been great if he could have taken it in his stride. Here comes Carey around the outside. The youngster off the bench to finish them off. Yes. Finally, a little bit of daylight. Everton 3, Brighton 1. Carey grabs a goal. Final whistle sounds, 3-1 win. Started off brilliantly with a goal inside 5 minutes. Brighton then pegged us back with a good finish of their own. But thankfully, we were able to turn it up a notch, find an extra gear and go and get the win that we needed, really, on the back of the defeat against Liverpool. Not sure who Chelsea have on this particular match day weekend and whether they've already played it on the Friday before our Saturday game or whether they're playing on the Sunday or Monday after our Saturday game. Esposito apparently is content now and that's going to affect his capability. But we have bottom of the table Southampton next, and you can see that we are, in fact, top. Chelsea lost on match day 31. Who did they have? They played on the day before. No? Have we just played our game in hand then, maybe? No. Chelsea play on the 11th. They are playing on the Sunday, so they will have still played a game more than us. And if Liverpool can beat them, would be fantastic for us at Anfield, then we would have a 3-point gap and a game in hand and the chance to go 6 points clear once more. Bottom of the table, Saints. Very defensive with a 5-3-2. Gavin Bazunu still in between the sticks. Then Ryan Manning, Bella Kotchap, Howard Bellis, Bednarak and Garcia. Tez Fernandez, Smallbone and Flynn Downs. Cameron Archer up top alongside Georges Mikhail Tadze, the Georgian striker, formerly of Ligue 1 at least. I want to say Nice, but I'm probably wrong. Somewhere in France, that's for sure. We've rotated a bit for this one with the nature of the fixture and the opponent. So hopefully we can still get the result despite not having a full 11 out. Oh, and it would have been a great way to start if Esposito had buried that header, but unfortunately he hasn't. Would have been an even earlier goal than the one against Brighton. I'll have that, thank you. Ferguson nips in well. You need to run for me, lads. You need to run for me. To Kuiper. Esposito looking for Quinones. Oh, what an interception from Harwood Bellis. Quinones was in and surely would have buried. Nice tackle by Hansen. He's won it back. And he's going solo. The centre-back going all the way! Wow, what a strike. Quinones. Can't keep hold of it, unfortunately. Struck that very well, did young Hansen. That was worth a go. Might try that again sometime. Nicely to Esposito. Quinones is on the run. He'll get to this. Question is, can he find a teammate again? No. Can he find the back of the net, though? Also no. Worth a go, though. Bazunu plucks it out of the air. It's been all Everton so far. And surely a goal will come sooner rather than later. Esposito gets it back after... Carey wins it back for the team. Garner will deliver. Could have gone anywhere. It's Hansen. Well, he tried once and was very close. Hansen again. Ha! I thought that was in. I genuinely thought that was in. Gimme. All right. There's Fernandez. Space for Smallbone. Options for Smallbone. Mikel Tadze found. And Smallbone again. Ramsdale saves well enough. And Ramsdale's former club, of course, Southampton. That's where we bought him from when they got relegated to the Championship. Obviously managed to get themselves back to the Premier League, but being in 20th place at this stage of the season doesn't look like they're going to be staying in the Premier League for long. They might even... I mean, there is still quite a few games left to go, but they might even be down already at this stage. Oh, Carey just made no sort of run whatsoever there on the wing, unfortunately. 10 minutes to go in the half. They're holding on well enough, Southampton. They've not really created much, but they've forced a save or two out of Ramsdale. We've done more in terms of attacking intent, but nobody's scored yet, so they're as much in the game as we are, that's for sure. To Kuiper. And Esposito. Back to the Kuiper here. Quinones needs to get himself in a decent position, please. He has done. Oh, Harwood Bellis wins the header. Quinones is up, though. Esposito, lovely turn, and the finish is left wanting. Oh, the touch was good. Touch was really good, but the finish just had too much behind it, unfortunately. Manning will get to that first. Garner's off, Garner's away. Quinones is equally on his bike. Caught from behind by Bella-Kotchap, but apparently won the ball. Hansen's done well, though. That was a brilliant leap. Garner driven to Esposito. Esposito doing some driving of his own. And we'll look down the line here for De Kuiper, who again has the man in the middle to look for, but Esposito is going to go solo here. I thought about maybe trying to shoot from there and then thought better of it. Oh, it's excellently worked. Esposito. It's a good save by Bazunu. It would have been a brilliant goal. Maybe we can get one from the corner instead. No. Who's going to get to that first? It's going to be Mikel Tadze. And he's got the half to break into here. Fresneda thankfully has the legs to keep up with him. Otherwise, Mikel Tadze would have just run away there and scored a goal for Southampton. We might need to call on the big guns off the bench just to make sure we get the result here. I was hoping that a couple of the fringe players would be able to step up, but unfortunately they haven't been able to do so. So it's Undiai time, and it's going to be Dovbyk time as well. Archer, little back heel. And Garcia. And Mikel Tadze. It's dangerous. It really is. It's going to be a throw for them as well. They're on the attack once more here, Southampton. The big guns are on for me. And I'm going to need them to fire. They haven't had the chance to yet. Because it's been all Saints since they came on the pitch. Thankfully, we've been able to stop them. Fresneda will look for big gun number 1. Who will look for and find big gun number 2. Who could look for big gun number 1 again if he hadn't been tackled very, very well by the midfield. The Southampton fans clearly appreciate that. That's not a foul. I've definitely won the ball back there, but... or legally, should I say. But the referee disagrees. 25 to go. We dropped points against Bournemouth recently, where we really should have gotten a victory against the lowly side. And it looks like it might be repeating itself. I was maybe going to go to Dovbyk first, but no, we will use Esposito. He's in the box in a very dangerous position. Oh, it's not... Let me change to NDI! Oh, screw you, game. NDI was there waiting. Here's Ferguson. Oh, I was too busy distracted by the potential of maybe playing through Esposito that I didn't actually do it. Esposito's surely going to score now. Oh, and relief at last, thankfully. We do have the breakthrough, but we've had to work hard for that. Southampton might be bottom of the table, but they've not played like a side that are having that bad a season. Thankfully, Esposito's found a way through. Try to squeeze that round the corner to Esposito and through that gap to Dovbyk. Oh, it's brilliantly done. Oh! Well, it was brilliantly done until that last bit. Yeah, I'm very much feeling the same way, Mr. Dyche. Dovbyk, 22 goals so far this season. And he probably won't have a more straightforward chance to make it 23 for a little while. For Everton Diaz. Oh, that's poor. I'll just nod this back to the keeper. It was not as easy as we hoped it would be, but the job is done at St Mary's, and we have ourselves 3 points. 6 points total from today's 3 games. If Chelsea would like to drop more, that'd be lovely, but they've gone and beaten Wolves by 3-1. So the gap at the top of the table remains as it was. We do still have a game in hand. That will be played in the next episode against Fulham. We also face Tottenham in that next episode as well. I think it's Tottenham, then Arsenal. So the season finale episode should have Arsenal, I think Wolves, and then Newcastle at the end. It's Fulham, then Brentford, then Spurs, yeah. Then Arsenal, Wolves, and Newcastle United. So we're actually back in second because of goal difference then, which is now +3 in Chelsea's favour. We do still have that game in hand, and that game in hand will be the first game that we play tomorrow. So everything is still in our hands, and what we do will make the difference. But we will have to make sure that we do indeed make said difference, because, well, Manchester City aren't that far behind. They're starting to creep. Man United equally. If we lose, then there's only 6 points with, well, at most 7, with 15 left available. It's not a done deal yet, and that 2-horse race could easily become a 3 or a 4 if ourselves and Chelsea slip up a couple of times in the remaining few games of the season. 2 unread emails to the board saying they're not happy. And Jake O'Brien's development schedule, he's back up to 80 after dropping a little bit with his injury, unfortunately. Peaked at 80 now, annoyingly as well, which is a shame. But hopefully next season he will unpeak. 141 weeks till he becomes any higher. Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? He's back on the bench though, so nice to have Jake O'Brien back from injury. Nice to have some points on the board. It would be nice to still be top, but we don't have everything. Fingers crossed by the end of tomorrow we will. That's all for this one. I'll see you in the next one.